fart balls. Um, I know I haven't made a video in about almost 2 weeks, or I guess it's been 2 weeks, and I wanted to make a just a brief update video so that people know kind of what the future of Milo is going to be like. And what you're looking at right now is basically Unreal Engine's new sample project, Lyra, and I'm going to be building Milo on top of this game now, and I'm doing it because the gameplay ability system that is integrated into Lyra is just an incredible resource, and it's not something I really understand fully, and it's going to take a while for me to really get a working knowledge of it, because like I'm still new to C++, much less like a really complicated system like gas. So yeah, I've got gas, and it's going to be quite an interesting few months ahead. And it was a kind of a tough decision to make because I have so much work in my other projects. The good news is that I'm not losing any of that work. All of it is I'm fully able to migrate over to this project. But it was kind of a moment of like just realization, this is, I'm just going to have to buckle down and figure this shit out. And basically what that means on a daily basis now is combing through a lot of code and setting breakpoints and just finding out kind of, and also going through the various documentation of the gameplay ability system and trying to piece together this big ass giant freaking puzzle. So it's not going to be easy, and it's going to take time, and I'm not going to have something to show for it probably in at least a few weeks, probably more than that. But I think that between the times where I'm sort of like exhausted from looking at just code and things like that, I'll be migrating some of the assets and kind of throwing it into Lyra and seeing if I can sort of throw together like a simple prototype on top of Lyra that really resembles what I want in Milo. So it's exciting though, because this is, if I can gain some level of mastery over the gameplay ability system, the freedom that will afford me in iterating, different game design things, you've heard me say this a million times that I really love Risk of Rain. I want to introduce like concepts from that and like, League of Legends and MOBAs and just any ability based game, and I want to kind of add that flavor to the COD Zombies type of gameplay loop, and being able to really quickly add in mechanics and adjust them without having to worry about doing a lot of boilerplate code and worrying about network replication as well, because gas takes care of replication completely, and most of the predictive, the client side, predictive networking type stuff, it does for you too, like jumping and sprinting and things like that. So stay tuned for the reckoning. It's gonna be a wild few months, and to be frank, like I've been in game development or game development adjacent or whatever as an artist for over, I don't know, I guess it's maybe a little over a year and a half maybe. I've been in game development in production for Milo for the past 6 months. So I consider myself in a pretty good space, because the first 6 months of production was basically me learning the user interface of Unreal Engine, you know, learning just about basic computer science concepts like you know, what a function and a macro is, and learning how to you know, learning how to code a little bit, and also getting a certain fluency in blueprints. So I guess my point is that I'm in a pretty good spot, I feel, and I think that when I start to really get get a little bit of a mastery over this whole Lyra situation, I think it's just going to be such a breath of fresh air. But even though it was a little bit of a somber moment, realizing that, you know, this is just the way it has to be. I have to jump into this, and I couldn't talk myself out of it. So yeah, I hope you guys are drinking lots of water and eating ass, and, you know, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. All right, toodaloo.